everyone, welcome back to the OverTime podcast. I say welcome back despite the fact this is our first fucking episode. I am not doing another take of this. I tried to do this like fucking 3 times beforehand. I'm here with my co-host Spinnling, or Kyle.
Hi,
Kyle is weird, not even Kyle Network. How are you
so
doing,
much.
buddy?
I'm fine, man. How are you?
I'm doing.
Memefrog.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm not the guest, you fucker. I'm not the guest, you fucker.
One and only.
We don't have a guest today.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, we just have to fucking deal with each other, just like talking right now.
Have to sit here and pretend like we like each other, like we're friends.
Yeah, just pretend like we like each other, and then just like shit talk each other, like right fucking after.
Yeah.
Right
After
fucking
this,
after.
I'm gonna get in a call with my friends, my commentator friends, and we're just gonna rinse your videos. Talk about how bad your videos are. Just talk about how much you use Vegas and how much it's shit.
Well, you know what? Take my part off of the fucking Diesel Patches video right now, right now, bro.
Right this second.
Yeah, right this fucking second. Right this fucking second as we're recording this. Like, you have to. You have to, bro.
Okay. So, we didn't write any topics for this. I did ask on the Twitter, the official OverTime Twitter, for questions, and we only got one. It said, Frog Lives Matter. Oh, the account already replied to it. Oh, no.
I fucking hate you for that. I fucking hate you for that.
Wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was you.
Oh, it wasn't you, huh? So it must have been me
was the
sleepwalking.
podcaster.
It must have been me sleepwalking, huh?
You sleep tweeting.
Yeah, me fucking sleep tweeting. Yeah, that's totally what happened there. But
Yeah. But something did happen while we were going to record just earlier. As Idubbbz released a video about the whole FroggyFresh, about the whole FroggyFresh situation.
I watched the entire thing. It was one of the worst videos I've seen from Idubbbz by fucking far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really get his point a lot of the time. It's like, he basically fucking confirmed that he did kick out FroggyFresh because of Sam Hyde. That's the funny part. That is, like, what the fuck?
Most of it was speculation beforehand because FroggyFresh did say, like, some offhand jokes, about Anissa's OnlyFans. That's why we thought he did it, because, Idubbbz is perceived as a cuck, which he is. But, now we've basically confirmed he just does it because he does not like Sam. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now he just hates Sam, and that's why...
He just completely hates Sam. It's kind of funny. I actually left a comment on his video earlier. It just says, "Watch out for the Candyman, bro."
To be fair, if that's one thing that Ian needs to look out for, it's the Candyman, because he's gonna come after you. He's coming to kill you in real life.
Did you see what he was saying about Hassan Piker, the Candyman? He said, "Hassan Piker, I'm coming to you." I didn't say the word because fucking YouTube. Oh yeah, if you want to know what the fuck he's talking about, check my second channel. Check my second channel. There was an entire fucking call that we released like the day that we're recording this. But yeah, this is kind of funny. Yeah, did you watch the Idubbbz video fully? Because
I watched part of it in the call with some friends, like an hour before here. But yeah, no, I thought it was really bad.
Yeah, I think it was weird that he just straight up admitted it. Look, I know the dates that a lot of that shit that like Idubbbz put in, like, the clips and stuff, they were like after the fucking event. Literally after the event. You know that one Brandon Buckingham clip that he put? That was like, what, April 20th or some shit? Like, I forgot the exact date, but it was after Creator Clash already. So...
And he was saying that in conjunction to people saying that he should put FroggyFresh back on. So it kind of perceives that, like, Froggy was talking shit about, like, the thing itself, but he wasn't. That was after the event even happened.
Literally after. He had fucking...
Like,
what? You think he's gonna be nice to you? He had nothing to fucking lose there. He already lost. Like...
And also, Froggy was spamming on Twitter talking about how he just wanted to do it for charity. He wasn't doing it just to make Idubbbz look bad. He was doing it because he wanted to do it for charity.
He only made the masculinity jokes and shit afterwards.
It's very selfish of Idubbbz.
Yeah.
To do that. It's fucked.
The whole video just, like, it was very distasteful because it was like he was trying to paint FroggyFresh as, like, some sort of, like, fucking... I don't know what to call it. It's like he was trying to paint FroggyFresh as this like fucking womanizer and shit because of like jokes he made and you know certain statements that he made. Like I think he made some statements about like Anissa changing Idubbbz, which is like everyone's making those fucking jokes. It's like everyone womanizers and shit.
They're just jokes. Like he can't be so serious about this. Like first of all, he was like he doesn't want Sam Hyde harassing him. I get that Sam Hyde is very persistent with Idubbbz, but maybe you shouldn't have made a video on him where you tried to make him look like an awful human. That was the intent of that entire video. Maybe if you don't want Sam to be vindictive to you, you shouldn't be vindictive to him. Like,
yeah, fucking exactly, dude. Holy shit. Like, getting away with it. Oh my god. I can't believe more people didn't see that as for what it was. Like, to be fair, I didn't even see it as like a hit piece at first, right? What I saw it as was just like a fucking failed documentary, and Ian just had a little bit of a grudge. But looking at it, like, some of the things he was saying in there were just really fucking strange. Like, did you hear some of the parts where
he brought up the meta-irony? Do you know when he's talking about meta-irony in the getting away with it video? I was saying getting over.
Yeah.
That could be put in any of Ian's older content, because a lot of the time you can't really, you know, gauge on if Idubbbz is actually joking, especially with some bits, or not.
Yeah.
Like, he's very willingly ignorant on like half of the shit he's talking about. Now, you know, he did say in this new video he doesn't like his old content. He doesn't have to, but that can't, you know, that still has to come into play when he's talking about how fucking Sam Hyde's like shitting on his girlfriend when he would shit on loads of people based on their appearance. The entire Leafy video, for example, like.
Yeah, dude. Even the Rice Gum content cop, a lot of that was just shitting on him. You know, fucking appearance and stuff. It was like on the same level of roast as like Leafy, but people just kind of forget that because it was like, you know, he had like actual criticisms instead of it just being like, you know, making fun of his chin or something. I don't get this fucking moral grandstanding shit where it's just like, wow, you knew going in that it wasn't fine or some shit. And I was just like, I read the text messages on screen. That's not what it looked like. This just came up in my head, right? When like he acts like there's no difference between like releasing content and like talking about shit on Twitter, right? He acts like there's no difference. No difference. Do you know how fucking different just like content and making tweets are? Do you consider tweets content? Like what the fuck?
No.
I wouldn't consider tweets content. If there's content, then fucking let me go to my Twitter. I have fucking 7,000 fucking tweets worth of content. Like literally, I don't fucking get this point, like at all. It was so fucking weird, bro. God,
I feel like that entire video is literally just made just so Idubbbz can get some like hate off his back. If anything, this added more hate. If you look at the like to dislike, I think you put it in my DMs here, but it's probably still growing. 7.6k likes and 7.4 dislikes. That's bad.
Yeah,
that's basically equal dislikes and equal likes. Like, this is very...
Yeah, it's worse.
This is bad for Idubbbz. Like...
Whenever I went on the video now, it has 10,000 likes and 10,000 dislikes. So it's equal.
Mm-hmm.
It's...
Right, man.
Yeah, it's probably gonna keep going one way or the other. Like, for the entire fucking time that we're seeing the video. But, like, clearly people are upset with this. Like, most of the people are upset with this that have seen the video. And the thing is, you know, there are some positive comments, but keeping in mind, that's always going to happen whenever you first release a video, right? Because I don't think this is going to be fully dislike bombed. What I'm going to think is that this is going to be like, you know, the sex workers video, right? What's going to happen is that it's probably going to have, like, what, 100k, 200k likes, and then, like, what, like, 70k, 80k dislikes, I'd say, probably. Like...
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's weird, though, that, like, you know, he's getting backlash about it this early on, considering that, like, you know, when videos first release, usually it's just your fans coming through. But I think with Idubbbz, it's kind of unique, considering that his entire fucking fan base, like, hates him now, which is very interesting.
Yeah, true. I think Nicholas Dioria summed it up pretty well here. He said, not really sure what to say about the Idubbbz video, honestly. He basically faced the criticism head on and went, yes, exactly what you said about me is true. I am like that. Well, shit, man, Lamau, I guess that's it. I mean, he's got a point. Idubbbz did really go in there and just kind of face what he said, but he kind of acted really dishonestly. He acted very grandstandy with how, like, people perceive his content, and I think that's kind of
It's just like anyone who hangs around Sam Hyde can't fucking hang around him. Wow, guilty. That's literally guilty by association. Like, who the fuck? Why?
That's what I'm. Yeah.
Why? Like, what? Why couldn't you just let fucking Sam Hyde train him from the background? Like who cares if they were making fucking content about it? I don't really give a shit. FroggyFresh wasn't really doing much there. I mean, he was like shit talking people and stuff, like sure, but like that was trying to make the event more interesting. That was trying to make the event more interesting.
Yeah, people do that in boxing.
Literally, people do that all the time. That's how you sell fucking pay-per-views. And that's literally like one of the reasons like FroggyFresh, that entire thing was such a controversy because he had so many fans looking to do this shit because like I've looked at his content output. It's like he doesn't really put much out anymore, so his fans like kind of look for anything at this point, like regarding him. So whenever they see this boxing match, of course it's gonna do well because this guy was like a YouTube fucking legend back in the day, right? So like
yeah.
he was bringing a lot of people to
like
that
Pyro
event.
make videos on him.
Yeah, like dude, I even saw people that are kind of big now, like Wavy Websurf. Like he made an entire video talking about FroggyFresh leaving a few years ago, Like, it's not like this guy is some, like, fucking, small person. He was bringing a lot of attention to the event. And he was doing it mainly for charity. Like, I don't really get all this fucking vitriol towards him because he was training with Sam Hyde. I don't get it at all. I guess it'll just forever be a fucking anomaly to me, but I'm just like, how did the guy that profited off of making edgy humor for so long turn into this? The one thing I'll agree with Idubbbz for is that I think people should stop blaming his wife on him fucking changing, right? Because honestly, I think that's too easy of an explanation. That's too fucking easy of an explanation, and people are just saying that to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like,
people just say that because of the whole Cook meme, but I think Idubbbz has enough moral agency to, pick and choose for himself.
Yeah,
I don't think it was his wife who was spearheading getting FroggyFresh taken out because of Sam. I think Idubbbz did that on his own complete moral judgment.
Yeah, exactly. Dude is in his fucking 30s. He's in his fucking 30s. And people are really still saying this shit? Like, well, some dude in his 30s doesn't have, like, fucking moral agency? What? That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's the only thing I'll agree with Idubbbz on. Literally the only fucking thing. Like, goddamn, I'm sorry, that video pissed me off on so many fucking levels. Like, I mean, I guess
there's a lot of controversy with Idubbbz. Mostly petty stuff, like the Tanner stuff. Shall we bring up the Tanner stuff? Like, I don't think it's all that worth it because Tanner was 18, going up to and Ian was like mid-20s, but
I'll bring it up because the two seem to grandstand about it a lot. So basically, a lot of that shit, I'm sure most people are familiar with it, so I'm not even gonna fucking explain it that well, right? Idubbbz going to Tana's event and then just saying like, what, say N-word or some shit. I don't think that was that bad. I don't think that was that bad, honestly. Like, them two on like the H3 podcast, what was it, like a year ago, were like grandstanding about this shit a ton, right? Just like keeping on fucking going at this shit. Like, wow, I can't believe we harassed an 18-year-old child. She's not a fucking child. She was 18 years old. She, like, fucking, had some agency of this shit. She was literally saying for Idubbbz to go, like, fucking, I don't know, unalive himself. I didn't want to say the whole fucking word because, it's YouTube. Yeah. But, saying all of this nasty shit and that, like, all of his subscribers are, like, racist and shit. When he had, like, 3 million people? She called, like, 3 million people racist. That's kind of funny. But, yeah, I just, like, she deserved it. She absolutely deserved it. Like, I don't really give a shit.
And I hate this thing that, I think Anissa was saying it. I hate this thing that it was like, we were going up and harassing this girl's event, and she was just 18. Who cares? Like, it was made there to prove a point. Even Idubbbz said that it was just made there to prove a point. Because he talks about how fucking Tanner is such a hypocrite for saying all these awful shit, and then like gets mad over Idubbbz doing it just because he's marginally popular.
Yeah, that was the fucking exact reason. And the fact that like they just miss that now. I don't know exactly what happened. It like, bro was like super intelligent whenever it came to the Tana video, right? Like he was literally just saying like either all okay or none okay, right? Like, and I think that's a good policy, and I think the internet has generally went to none okay, which I'm just like, I mean, it's not the choice I'd take, but I mean, fair enough. At least you're being consistent, right? But
I mean, I have the idea of like, there's a time and a place to be edgy, but you can't stop people from making edgy jokes. It's whatever.
it's literally impossible. Why do you think like Sam Hyde has had like such a fucking meteoric rise again, like in the past like what few years? And most of that actually stems from Idubbbz drama. That's the funny thing. Because it was like, I don't think he would have gotten into those boxing matches if not for like the controversy from getting away with it, right? Literally, Idubbbz not liking this guy has fucking boosted him to newer popularity. Idubbbz is only letting this guy win by doing every fucking like thing to like, talk bad about him, right? So I don't get it. This FroggyFresh drama, it's only bringing more credibility to FroggyFresh. It's only bringing more credibility to Sam Hyde, and it's bringing credibility to everyone who fucking hates Idubbbz. So,
I just think if he didn't want Sam to go after him, maybe he shouldn't have made that whole video just trying to shit on him and make him look like a bad guy. I mean, there's reasons why you can think Sam's a bad guy, like donating to that charity, and all that. But like, it's not not charity, but the organization. But it's
right, yeah.
Realistically, Sam's a very persistent troll. He does things specifically for the bit, no matter on how people look at it, and like. Obviously, I don't think Sam's right wing. I think he's just incredibly edgy and dedicated to the bit. So when
that's
Idubbbz
definitely the fucking case.
And they were mad, and he was mad at him because Sam like took down a video from like 7 years ago, probably more now. It seems like the entire reason he doesn't like him in the first place is because of that. And yeah, granted, Sam has said some pretty mean stuff about his wife, right? But it's the internet. You can just ignore it.
Literally just fucking
He's saying it on his own live streams.
Like,
you don't have to go and watch his fucking streams. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, how much hate is he getting from Sam Hyde at this point? Like, anything that, like, if Ian just didn't address it, it would, like, some of it wouldn't go away necessarily, but it wouldn't get bigger.
Like, it'd be dumbed down.
Yeah. Like... What, like Sam Hyde going on YouTube having like maybe 5K viewers usually on a fucking live stream is really gonna affect you all that much? You're a guy with 7 million subscribers. You've dealt with similar amounts of hate before. Like you're still bigger now than Sam has ever been, right? So I don't think you get to fucking complain about like all this harassment that he's fucking sending me, even though you've probably had to like deal with more of that stuff in your entire career. Why is this an issue to you now? Why is it an issue with what your old fans think and what Sam Hyde thinks? Like, I don't get it.
I assume he was because I assume when he made his Keem video, Keem was loved, right? Wasn't he? People loved Keem.
Well, I mean, some people still hated Keem because like the video was like after the whole fucking like him calling the old man a pedophile thing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, well, I mean,
but, like
it was kind of 50-50 at the time, though. It was kind of 50-50
Drama
at the time.
was dominating, is what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, so when Idubbbz were making that video, I'm sure he got a bunch of hate from like those Keem stands. So it's nothing he hasn't dealt with before. People do get sensitive over the age. He has been on YouTube for years. He's been doing the same shit for years. Granted, he's only recently, like in the past like 3 or 4 years, recently moved on to different content, but like he can't act as if like he wasn't expecting like this new version of himself not to be criticized or something, because he's not entirely innocent like he's making himself out to be.
The reason why I think
he's done the exact same shit to people.
Yeah, exactly. The reason why I think he's being criticized like more now is because like not even because of the person he turned into, it's because of the moral grandstanding. That's like, I don't think most people would care. People would have just completely moved past a sit meme if he didn't fucking respond to it, but he did. it made him look fucking vulnerable in that shit. Which, I mean, I don't even think that was that bad, to be fair. I mean, the video was defensive, but I mean, he's done fucking worse since then. So, but it was like, you know, a stepping stone, right? To show where he was going anew, right? And the thing is, didn't he say that he was fine with, like, OnlyFans jokes and stuff? Sam, like, was, like, insulting people and shit, right? But most of the time, it's still jokes. And I know he says some shit like, well, it's, like, your actual opinion, but, like, but, you know, fucking comedy intertwined with it. And I'm just like, how the fuck do you know that? You don't know that.
You're on about the meta-irony stuff, right? Yeah. Idubbbz acts as if, especially in that video, I know we keep going back to it, he acts as if he knows what Sam's doing, but, like, Sam proved Idubbbz had no idea until Sam made his video. That's, like, the entire reason getting away with it was, you know, watchable, because if Sam hadn't exposed that most of everything that happened in there was a complete bit, that video would have made Idubbbz look fucking stupid. But it already did, because, you know, Sam exposed it. Not only just for him, you know, trying to get at Sam, but also because, you know, as this bit heavy fucking person Idubbbz was, he couldn't even get onto the fact that everything that Jet, that fucking Sam, what Joey was doing, was a complete joke. Why the fuck would Sam have a heroin-addicted girlfriend who, like, just sits in the room and shaves her hair? It's an obvious bit. And
Obvious
like,
bit,
Idubbbz
yeah.
was talking about, like, how Sam's a bad person for, you know, having that person around when it was a complete bit. And it's
Sam's
a pretty fucking obvious bit, if I, you know, have to say.
Let's be real here. Sam's a fucking millionaire. He could, like, realistically get, like, any fucking girl he wants at this point, probably.
Especially, I mean, with Fish Tank, you know.
Yeah.
These the fucking pay pigs are rolling in for that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Like, I don't know how much he'll profit from Fish Tank, but I don't think he'll be, like, losing much money from it.
I mean, I think the site went down, right? Because it was 30. It's like 30 grand every 3 days to keep it up. But, like, you know, seeing as it's like $40 just to pay for the season pass, and, like, the coins are like hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars, like, depending on which one you need to buy. And even just to, you know, activate stuff in the Fish Tank is, like, just under $1,000 to get, like, one of the people in there a fucking toy. So I think he's making bank. I think he's doing really well for himself.
He definitely is. And keeping in mind the fact that, like, dude, I went on the sites, sometimes, like, the peak viewers were, like, fucking 16,000.
That's more than, like, most famous Twitch streamers, like.
Yeah, especially since it's just fucking streams of, like, people in, like, rooms and shit. Like, who the fuck is, like, normally, like, trying to watch that? I mean, it's a Sam Hyde thing, so it's entertaining, but I mean, still, like, you're basically watching, like, surveillance cam footage that's live.
It's for people who don't know what Fish Tank is, you know, I hope that fucking rock's comfy. But it's basically like Big Brother, or like just a show where there's a bunch of people in a house and you basically watch them just live with each other. But you know, the bit is, or like the whole thing is, it's live streamed everywhere and you can pay to fuck with them. Granted, a lot of money to fuck with them. But the people in there are also, it's not scripted as most, you know, stuff is. And like, it's really funny, and it's taking the internet by fucking storm. You know, it's swept, like, most stuff off of my timeline. Like, 90% of my timeline on Twitter is either Fish Tank or, you know, this Idubbbz stuff.
Dude, you don't know how many people on my timeline were talking about, like, you know, when Simmons got, like, exposed as being, like, a pedo. You don't know how many times. Oh, yeah. You don't know how many fucking tweets I saw about that on my timeline. It was, like, fucking.
I saw
mental.
that clip,
like,
where, like, Sam was telling him to shut the fuck up, and they were going, like, Sam being real for once. I got that so many fucking times on my timeline, by different accounts as well.
Yeah, I think even I said that, albeit not on Twitter, just in private. Like,
I think you said it to me in DMs, yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's true though, because that was like the one true time that like Sam was like not playing the character.
Incredibly engaging thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, they probably should have done more background search on the people, you know, because their audience did it for them.
It's a Sam Hyde show. I mean, is there not going to be fucking chaos there? Like that's
True.
what I'm thinking.
I think they
like,
got them off Craigslist, didn't they? Like most of the people.
Yeah, I think most of the people, like, at the very least, were fans of Sam Hyde. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Like, I'm not sure exactly how they chose every single person.
I think they put an ad, and it was like, if you're a fan of Idubbbz, sorry, Sam Hyde, and you want to do something, reach this or something, or you know, maybe they're not fans of him and they just, you know, wanted fucking clout.
Yeah, maybe not. That would have been funny if he put up, like, Idubbbz fans and then did this shit.
If you're a fan of Idubbbz, come live in this house with Idubbbz for 7 years.
Come live at this house.
Oh, and by the way, I think it's been
Idubbbz, the simp, and his fucking girlfriend.
Yeah, Idubbbz clout house.
Idubbbz clout house. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a cuckold, but it's got like the clout house is just like Anis's fucking husband, and you know a cook chair in the other room, like the other side.
Oh my god, we've stayed to one fucking topic and it's only been 30 minutes. Like Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
How the fuck have we managed to do that shit?
Guys, we're going up in the wall. I was fucking struggling on what to even like talk about that wasn't repeating myself. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you did a good job on it, to be fair. I mean, now, bro, it's kind of funny because now we're just like fucking.
Now we're being meta
I don't know.
about it. We're breaking the wall.
we're being fucking meta about it. We're breaking the fourth wall now, bro. Breaking the fourth wall. Do we have like any other
audience?
Do we have like any other fucking topics?
Talk about our future projects.
Future projects. Yeah, Mr. Beast video probably coming out like tomorrow on the day this is recorded. And then my guy Spinnling over here has a Plagued Moth project that he's working on.
Yeah. Should I talk about Plagued Moth? I feel that'd be pretty interesting, right?
You could talk about Plagued Moth. It's been like mostly me talking in these conversations, so I'm gonna just give you the floor real quick because I don't really know much about the Plagued Moth shit, so it would be like cool for like.
Allow me to fill you in.
All right. Yeah.
So Plagued Moth is a gore YouTuber. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be much of them on the internet. Who basically he makes these gore videos. He used to make like horror YouTube type videos, and then he went to gore because it did well for his channel. The videos themselves are very low quality. They're not very good, and in the middle of the videos, he likes to react to the gore. Some videos he doesn't do it, others he does. Where he reacts to it very insensitively and just like an actual cunt. The worst part about it, though, is the fact that he chooses not to censor the audio. He censors the video, but keeps the audio there. And if you wanted to see him react to it with the uncensored video, you had to pay to his Patreon, which is now he chose to take it down after it got taken down and it came back. Some other drama.
Oh god!
You would get a link. Yeah, he's a fucked up guy, right?
Yeah, one of the things that I saw from him was like him reacting to like fucking what is it, like Ronnie McNutt? Like I saw him reacting to that.
Yeah, among other things.
Yeah, among other things. That's like one of his most popular videos, and I mean, I guess for good reason. People were like memeing the shit out of that for some reason for the longest time. Like it.
Yeah, that was fucked.
It perplexed me really, but I mean,
the worst part.
It's the fucking internet. I'm not surprised, but yeah.
Exactly, man. The worst part of that, which leads me on to a thing, the thumbnails of these videos are sometimes, especially if it's a suicide video, unfortunately, the thumbnails are the people moments before killing themselves. He has a video about Ronnie McNutt, like you said, where actually he combines two gore videos into one with that. He talks about Ronnie McNutt and another video called like 1440. I don't know what it's about because I don't want to watch it.
What is the 1444 video? Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, and he essentially, I think you're looking right now, Memefrog. It's Ronnie McNutt with the gun to his fucking chin. You know,
yeah, I'm looking
literally
at it right
just
now,
about to kill himself. And there's another one about a kid. That's a big point in my video about a kid called Shorby who unfortunately took his own life because it was speculated that he was involved with some 4chan cult thing. I don't really talk about it in my video, but Turkey Tom did do a good video on it. But, you know, the thumbnail of that one is a child, I think, mere moments before shooting himself with a shotgun. And that video in itself is bad because he chooses to play not only audio, but uncensored video of the aftermath of Shawby's suicide, which was streamed on YouTube, by the way, where you can see his blood everywhere, and his mother finds him and calls the police. And he plays that, I think, uncensored, because I had to censor it myself in my video as a clip. Unfortunately, I have to use some of it as proof, censored, obviously.
Yeah, just like evidence,
either he
like
censored
proof that he does
it,
this shit, right? Yeah.
He censored it and did a really bad job of it, or he didn't censor it all, and the video's just kind of poor quality camera. But, to sum it up, he's basically a bad guy. He constantly talks about how poor he is. This is like nothing really, but it's a thing in my video. He talks about how poor he is, but I've seen Reddit posts about him where he brags about making 10K like a month off YouTube. And, if you look at his content, I wouldn't be bragging about making money off of people dying or people killing themselves.
Wow, bro, you're making 10K off of making fucking you're making 10K a month off of making YouTube videos. That's not like the average fucking 6-figure job. Wow, I wouldn't be bragging about making 100K a fucking year. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck? Why are you bragging about making 10K a year? I mean, I get that like 6-figure jobs aren't like exactly like the most common nowadays, but I mean, that's not like rich or anything. Why the fuck are you bragging about that?
And keep in mind, Memefrog, this guy constantly talks about how he's demonetized by YouTube and that you have to pay to all of these subscription services that he has linked instead of just keeping his Patreon up because he fought so hard to keep it up. He even lied about Patreon in a video that they were silencing because he's queer and they profit off of CP. No, Moth. They got rid of you because you profit off of fucking gore. And not even to get started on just the regular gore, but he also makes videos about Daisy's destruction, an infamous child, sadist video. And he's even talked about how he's accidentally watched it before and tried to clear everything when he was confronted about it. Like, the guy's fucking weird.
It was fucked, bro.
And, I'll give context. The reason why his Patreon was originally taken down is because of a YouTuber called Let Creepy Reading, or TCR. He reported the Patreon because, of the stuff he was putting on there. On the the server that was Patreon exclusive. So he reported it. Patreon took it down for review, and it came back up, unfortunately. And then he took it, down himself. And if he wants all this money, if he needs all this money, right? Why doesn't he just do the horror content that he liked, that he did before, the people that Wendigoon would collab on? Like, he could have done so well for himself if he wasn't a gore YouTuber and just focused on horror. Now, don't get me wrong. You can talk about gore and, subjects like that in a very mature manner. I think there's people... I don't think Nightmind does it, but, in that similar vein. But he just watches people being fucking massacred and laughs and acts like he has no sympathy.
You could just, like, you can make, like, a video essays, like, going over, like, the history whenever this, like, spawned, like, what happened to the people in the videos that were featured. Like, just shit like that. You don't have to make it, like, so distasteful. You don't have to, like, you don't have to, like, fucking, watch the video itself. I mean, I guess if you want to include some, like, clip where it's, like, before that shit happened, I guess that's fucking fine, because it's, like, I guess it provides context, right? But also, like, you're providing the actual audio of these fucking events. It's just, like, I'm sorry. If I listened to, like, the audio on one of those, like, fucking disturbing films, I'd probably be traumatized. Like, how the fuck does this audience even deal with that? Like,
exactly, man. I remember, I had to watch some of it, for research purposes, unfortunately. But, there's one video called, One Girl 99 Stomps, where, do you want to guess what he does, Memefrog? He counts the amount of times a girl gets her head caved in.
What the fuck?
While like laughing and like shit.
What the fuck, actually?
And then he goes, and then he like does this joke about like, oh, it wasn't 99 times. This video's misinformation.
Oh my fucking god, dude! I fucking hate this guy. What the fuck? Like, actually.
There's
why?
this one video about him like talking about some like chainsaw like beheading video. This video is gonna have to be heavily censored. Oh my god, about some like chainsaw beheading video, right? And he just plays the audio, and it's I'm like desensitized to a lot of stuff, but gore is the thing that, especially audio, is the thing that really messes with me.
I think
never
not
a normal person would get thingied with gore, but you know, it strikes a specific chord with me that just makes me fucking vomit.
I think with people that are already desensitized, if like gore is like the thing that like fucking triggers you, it'll probably like do it more than other shit. Like way more, considering that like, you know, it's like if it's just the one thing that'll fucking just like, you know, flip a switch in your head and just like make you just really fucking uncomfortable at the very least. It's just like, it's probably pretty fucking bad for you compared to the normal person. Like,
and keep in mind, he had a moderator in that server who was 17. They were a minor. And they were allowed to watch that shit. They were allowed to see the Super Secrets channel, which will show everyone the gore videos. And I don't know if he's still got underage people in there. I hope not. I think he's done like a ban wave of people. But from what I've seen, he had underage people in there.
Right, yeah.
And I think he knew about it, especially the moderator. If they were a moderator, he would have had to know the age.
Didn't that creepy reading prove that, like, you know, fucking, they could get access, like, minors could get access to, like, those fucking unlisted, like, videos and shit?
TCR made a stream on it. TCR, I think he was a bit emotional in that stream, a little bit, because I think it did affect him. I mean, having to watch gore to expose someone, for me, it's been a bit draining. You know, I don't like this video, you know, but like TCR had to go out of his way to report a bunch of shit, and then after he did, I think there's a creator that he liked that was, you know, mocking him. So, and he was getting a lot of hate and harassment.
Right, yeah.
Send support to Creepy. He's a nice guy. And it was, you know, Moth's fan base, you know, whatever fan base he has, that aren't like 12, you know, they're fucking vile humans. They're fucking disgusting. And, you know, I don't go after someone, I don't advocate for deplatforming, but this is very much not only violation of Patreon, but a violation of probably every single subscription service he has by YouTube. You know, he would have gotten fucking deplatformed immediately if he wasn't like if he didn't make videos with Wendigoon and stuff.
Yeah, I don't get his mentality towards like making all this shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna make fucking gore videos and shit. Like, who cares? Who cares about your fucking content? Your content's mid, or not even mid. It's bad. It's bad, Plagued Moth. It's bad.
Take this into account. I have a screenshot. I'll put it up in the video, where someone makes a Reddit post about, I think, a school shooting, and guess what he says? He says something along the lines of, "Kinda sus that you're exploiting the dead." Moth, look at your channel.
He really fucking
everything
said
you
that.
do exploits death. That I haven't seen a single video apart, you know, that has been at least over a year where you haven't either done some really shit commentary video about how Eugenia Cooney is being trafficked, or it's about some fucking dog being killed, or it's about some woman getting her fucking head chopped off.
I just don't get the point of like wanting to go through those videos. I don't like. Gore is one of those things where I will like never get the appeal, like at all.
I don't either.
Like I don't get the appeal of it. What is it? Just to see something fucked up? Is it just to see some like?
It's the shock value.
I know it's like shock value and shit, right? Like that's some of the appeal, but like also like there are other videos that like give fucking shock value that like, you know, I still don't get the appeal, but like are much better. Like I don't know. You want shock value?
I guess
just
that
watch some fucking
curiosity.
video like 2 girls 1 cup or some shit. Like not like literal people
watch
getting
fucking
murdered.
Roblox car crash. You know what I mean?
Roblox car
Fucking
crash.
crap.
Those are actually funny. Those are actually funny, but the thing that's fucked up about those Roblox car crashes is that they're actually based on real car crashes. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
They're based on real ones, and they play real audio like during the shit. I mean, I think they're funny. I think they're funny, but I'm not gonna pretend like
I don't think all of them are
like.
I don't think they're based off graphic ones though. I think it's just like people getting bumped in their car and they just make it look funny in Roblox or something.
Yeah, I'd assume so. I think it's still a little weird, but I mean, they're making fucking entertaining content. They're not like hurting anybody.
I
I
get
haven't
the
seen
joke.
like, yeah, I haven't seen like anybody in their like comments just like being like, oh, this is insensitive. So like clearly it's not like the popular opinion. Clearly I might
Hmm.
just like, maybe I'm just different to this shit. Like that
You
could be the
built
only
different,
thing.
Memefrog.
Completely
Um,
fucking built different, right? Yeah.
but what I was gonna say is, if you go out of your way to criticize his content and say what you're doing is fucked up, he will say that news and other media exploits death. Now, the news. I don't think some of what the news does. It twists things. It spins a different narrative to make things look differently. They're not objective in any way. What they used to be. Um, but I don't think they've ever gotten Philip Schofield to sit down and watch like Funky Town and go, "Oh man, that's so fucked up." You know, it like there's if a news covers like gore or murders or anything like that, it's not to shock the viewer. It's to give people information. What you do, Moth, is not that. You sit down in your fucking gamer chair that you probably spend more money than you do on your daughter's insulin, and fucking just sit there and react to like some fucking poor woman being getting her fucking head caved in as you fucking laugh with your fat belly and just like talk about, oh, this video is misinformation, not even 99 stomps. Come on. He
Bruh.
has to be self-aware. He can't be this deluded. And if he's watching this, I might put it in the tags, but if he's watching this, I know he's going to. If like he tries like looking for himself, you're a fucking loser. And I think your channel should be fucking, should be fucking terminated because you don't deserve the platform that you have. You have shown that.
Literally shown that. The thing that I don't like about Moth the most is like whenever I've seen him try to respond to controversy, right? It's like he just fucking responds with saying that like you're trying to mess with his family. That's like
Yeah.
the worst
Yeah.
part.
When Creepy was going after him, and Moth was already a fucking cunt, right? Because he was doing all this shit, being really vindictive, and then he booted off the stream where he's fake crying, and he was pretending like Creepy was trying to take fucking food out of his family mouth. I don't know, but if I was you, if I was trying to make money, I would go out and get an actual fucking job if you were that desperate. I wouldn't make fucking videos about people being killed, Moth. Get a fucking job if you're that desperate. Don't fucking do this shit on YouTube because you're demonetized on YouTube. So why are you even still making videos? Just do Patreon stuff, not gore, but you know what I mean? Just get a fucking job, man.
Yeah,
If you actually need the money, because I think you're a liar, Moth. I think you're very much well off.
Yeah, he might be well off. I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell like how much fucking money he would make. Like, what is his Patreon like still down? Like to this day?
He made a GoFundMe, right? Where he was like, "Oh, I need to pay for my family's food. I need to pay for all this and that." And I think it got filled in the first day. So he's got pay pigs, right? He's got fucking pay pigs.
Yeah, it's not like he's some like small YouTuber doing shit either. He's like
No, he's got 420K, I think.
yeah, 422K from what I've seen. And that thing is, oh god, I just looked at his channel. He made a video about one guy, one jar. What the fuck?
Of course. And I just want to say, I've got no problem with. I think I said this earlier. I've got no problem with people making videos on shock videos. I think, speaking of one guy, one jar, I think Justin Wang, that's his name, right? Justin Wang. He makes really good videos on internet culture stuff that's kind of disturbing. But do you know what fucking Wang doesn't do? He doesn't sit there and react to a woman get her fucking head chopped off.
Yeah, he literally like Wang just like talks about it and brings his own personality into videos and shit. Wang is like honestly, Wang's like one of the most fucking respectable YouTubers out there, really. Like he just makes like weird as fuck content, but like does it in a very tasteful way. Like that's what's better about him than like these other fucking channels like, Plagued Moth and shit. And also if we're talking about tasteful, Wendigoon, I really fucking like Wendigoon's content. I think a lot of it's
His
very
videos are good, yeah. And Moth, you say how you're so inspired by Mutahar and Wendigoon. I don't think they like you. I don't think they like you at all. Because if you looked up to me, I would call out your bullshit. I obviously some 20-something-year-old man looking up to a 17-year-old commentator, not gonna happen. But if I was Mutahar, I wouldn't have you as a fan.
Yeah,
And
I get the comparison.
Your replies to him, yeah, and seeing your replies to him and Wendigoon, you're a fucking weird cunt. Like he talked about how like you call him like some sexy cunt. You talk about how beautiful he is. You talk about how much you want to collab with him. But I've seen you like say that you've read like fan fiction about him and you. You're a fucking loser.
Complete fucking loser.
I don't think this guy should have any social platform. I don't think he should be like treated in any seriously anywhere. I haven't seen him be treated seriously anywhere apart from his fan base. And you know what? I can't wait to get this video on. Because I don't want to get on this fucking topic anymore. I want it to be done. But I can't wait like for someone to actually like call out your shit, because there's been another video on it. I think it's really good. It's by a person called Lazy Bedhead. It's 2 hours long. It's more in depth than my video will be, because I didn't want to really fucking tunnel vision on a lot of stuff. I wanted it to be more broader.
Right. Yeah.
But her video is really in depth. If you guys want to know more to the extent of what Moth is like as not only a person but as just a content creator, I'd heavily recommend that video. It's by Lazy Bedhead.
Lazy Bedhead. Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna talk here so that we don't have like some fucking dead space here. Do we have anything else to talk about? Like anything at all?
No,
anything at
really.
all that we could think of? I guess I could say
talk
one
about
thing.
Smash a bit.
Oh, Smash Bandicoot! Oh my god, we could fucking talk about that for a second before we wrap this up, because that whole thing is fucking hilarious. Yeah. Like anyone wanting more context for this, watch the video on my second channel. Like I think it's called like Smash Bandicoot: A Path of Degeneracy or some shit like that. Title completely fucking like clickbait. It's not like an actual video on him. It's like a call.
It's just a bit.
Yeah, it's just a call. It was me, Mr. Kyle Spinnling here. This one, like, I don't know what the fuck you call him, like, just like schizophrenic. Smash Bandicoot, and Hopeless Peaches ended up joining for some reason, because like Smash just kind of like forced her involvement there, because like he kept like adding her fucking account to it, which is kind of funny. So we have her there too for some reason. I'm still sorry that she had to fucking deal with that too. Like it seemed like she was just having a fun time like fucking around, but like even still, like
yeah, I think she's gotten onto his bullshit where she can just fuck with him and then just like not have to fucking put up with his bullshit. To say for context, by the way, he posted like Donkey Kong like buff as fuck with a massive like penis. You know, that bar other things, but yeah. And this guy's completely serious, by the way.
Yeah, this guy like posted like multiple images of like DK porn and shit, and like multiple fucking images of like Crash Bandicoot porn and shit, all in a group chat. The thing is, Mr. Kyle here, he is a minor. He's 17, so it is so fucking funny. Yeah, he knew, because we fucking told him, and then he was just like, I don't care. So we fucking told him he knows, but he kept sending it. Like, and I'm not gonna say it's that harm. I'm not gonna say it's that harmful, but it's like pretty fucking irresponsible. Like,
he posted for context. We keep saying context. There's a character in Earthbound called Ness who is like 13, and he posted porn of Donkey Kong fucking slapping that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The guy's a weirdo, and I think he's very heavily autistic, so I'm not going to call him a pedo or anything. But he's a freak. He's not a guy
an absolute freak. This is the guy that unironically believes that like fucking Donkey Kong is a god. Literally, like fucking unironically. Go watch the video if you want to see that shit. Just unironically believes that DK is a fucking god. Unironically believes that me and friends and others are like trying to like, you know, be in a group to get rid of him. Hence why like this guy's been harassing me for the past few months. If you want a more in-depth video on the shit that he's done, go watch Cartoon Cheese video on Smash Bandicoot. Really fucking well done there. This guy is just insane. Absolutely insane. It's fucking crazy to see the shit that he does. Like, Like, it's like, dude, every week at this point I see some tweet about him, right? Because he's just like harassing everyone in the community. Like, seemingly, right? I've seen him join Toastify's server many times. He's like raided my server with porn so many fucking times at this point, dude. So many fucking times.
The only notifications I get from your server anymore is if you've announced that he joined or that he's joining.
Yeah, like, dude, I had to lock down my server. That's probably, like, the thing is, maybe I can thank him for one thing only, and that is because he, like, every time he joins, he makes my dead server active. But that's the one thing I have to thank Smash Bandicoot for. So, thank you, Smash. Thank you, Smash.
Don't do it to my server, please. Thank you.
Yeah, don't do it to his server. Especially don't do it to his server. He's a fucking minor. Like, holy shit.
And I think most of the people in my server as well are minors. So.
Yeah, most of the people. God, it's even worse when he does it in a server because that's like an environment full of minors.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely full with it. With, like, us, at the very least, it was just a group chat with, like, you and me. Because, like, I was 18, you were 17. I mean, you're almost 18. It's not that big of a deal, right?
Yeah,
like, you know, it's fucking irresponsible and we can laugh at it because, you know, he did something illegal, right? But also, it's like, is it really that big of a deal for us to fucking report it? I don't think so. Like I don't really think so. What the fuck is he gonna do? Like, groom you with, like, fucking DK porn?
If Smash Bandicoot groomed me, I think I would kill myself to, like, allow myself to be groomed by him.
For allowing yourself to be groomed by the guy who's just like, I will bring you to the toilet.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Yeah.
I fucking fixed it because I had to change the region
Let's
back.
clip that out of the video.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to clip it out, but I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone wondering what the fuck we're talking about? If anyone's wondering what
Yeah.
the fuck we're talking about, since we probably clipped this out at this point, I don't fucking know at this point since we're just recording right now. But, like, my Discord disconnected, so it's gonna make this whole thing fucked up and probably harder on the both of us. But it's fine. It's completely fine. It's completely fine.
I think on that note, though, we should end the podcast. First good first episode, I think. We're hitting it strong.
Pretty good fucking first episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the podcast so that the Twitter doesn't, like, fucking overtake us. Like, you have to. You have to. That's how it works.
It's not. We're not asking.
We're not asking. It's not a choice. Okay. It's not a fucking choice.
If you've watched the podcast to this far in, listening to us, you technically are legally binded to not only follow the Twitter as well, but subscribe. So thank you.
Yeah, you are under a legally abiding contract right now. Okay.
You signed the waivers.
Yeah, you signed the fucking waivers. You know what to do. I mean, is it really that hard to subscribe to a fucking YouTube channel? Like, come on.
Just subscribe, man. Come on, just subscribe.
Just subscribe. Just subscribe. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's clicking a fucking button, you lazy fucks.
And also turn on that little notification button because we'll be doing some cool guest episodes. Probably next episode, I think.
Yeah, maybe next episode. I don't know when we're gonna have that fucking set up. I don't even know when we're gonna have this one posted. But
hopefully
because
soon.
Right now it's fucking May 3rd, so I don't know when we're gonna have this posted.
It's just turned May 4th for me.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he's a fucking British cunt.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Follow our social medias. I don't think we can put them in the description because of how the fuck YouTube.
Are we not verified?
No, I don't think we are. I'm just gonna fucking promote them here. Twitter at @DeadMemeFrogs. His Twitter fucking @ Spinnling_, and then our channels are
YouTube
already
channel's
linked.
the same name.
Yeah, our channels are already linked to this shit. So with that note,
smash the like button, smash the subscribe to the little bell, and see you guys later.
All right, see you guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.